Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today I just want to talk about the rise in gold and silver, drop in the Dow Jones, Nasdaq, S&P, Russell 2K, you name it. And if you like fun videos on gold and silver, macroeconomics, coins, please like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned if you like giveaways, free silver, free gold. I do like to give it away every once in a while. So, now please stay tuned for the 500 subscriber giveaway. Almost up to 3.5 ounces, over 3.25 right now in that box, and there's some fun pieces that I'm sure you guys would enjoy. But we've had a pretty steep drop in the Dow to start off the year, and it dropped 400 points almost, 382 to be exact, just a bit over. Nasdaq's almost down 200 points, S&P's down over 55 points, Russell 2K's down almost 29 points. So everything's dropping. Resources though seem to be rising. We've had a rise in the VIX today too. For me, I just don't feel super comfortable putting a whole lot into the stock market right now. I'm kind of being patient. I see a few signs telling me to sell. We have the weirdest things going on with the yield curves, and we're having yield curve control go on. That's a red flag to me to kind of hold off a bit. Don't be overzealous with the investments. A lot of that you can just hold in kind of cash. And I do plan on using some of my silver here, some gold as dry powder. Silver if it's high enough, gold's kind of more the cash, but that's kind of, gold's more of the bank account. This is more speculative if it's high up. And we do have a crash. I do plan on selling a little bit, not all of my silver, but I don't like to hold too much cash. I like to store it in silver. At a certain point, I only like to hold so many dollars. They get devalued, your wealth kind of wastes away. So I've kind of been putting some into silver, and I'm going to be using that as some dry powder coming up. But that's also why I ended up stacking a whole lot more silver last year than I was planning on, because there's not a whole lot of opportunity in investment wise. I don't want to hold too many dollars, especially not right now. And where else do you put it if you just want to kind of store it for now? In March, I backed up the truck, and that was definitely a no-brainer move. Storing it in gold just seems like the smart thing to do if you don't want your dollars to be devalued. You have no idea how long this craziness could last. It could be years before price has gone up over the years. The dollars have been devalued over the years. So it's kind of worked out pretty good just storing it. But I kind of did more speculating with the silver, and the plan was a lot more to store the gold, just using gold as storage, but yeah, I'm going to be holding off a bit throughout the year. I do see some other opportunities coming. I'm not going to be putting it there right now. I'm going to continue to pile up a little bit of silver, a little bit of gold, but I'm really holding back a bit right now. Really looking to increase the cash, raise the investment account fund. We just had a big rise in gold and silver all throughout last year. It's had the best annual year in a decade in terms of gains for gold and silver. That's pretty good. I can't complain with that, but I'm still just holding off. I have no fear of missing out. I have zero fear of missing out. I got a good stockpile of silver, a good amount of gold. I would never feel like I missed out, but I don't want to get overzealous and lose other opportunities. And especially since we just had another rise in gold and silver just yesterday. I'm just continuing to decrease the budget for gold and silver. I do plan on buying continuously. I don't plan on stopping stacking, but I don't plan on spending as much on gold and silver if it goes to 50 an ounce this year as I was buying it in March. That's not a part of my plan. I'm just kind of going with the flow here, sticking to the plan, and unless something's absolutely clear as to why to change it, I always stick to my plan. That kind of sums up all my thoughts and feelings, my reaction to the price rise. I'm kind of waiting for a big crash in stocks and using some of the dry powder that I have been accumulating. If you have been wondering why I've been accumulating so much silver, that's part of the plan. That's why I've been accumulating a bunch of gold. And when they start printing money like that, I don't see much opportunity coming. So I set very ambitious goals for gold and silver last year. I see a big crash coming up. I'm kind of looking to the other side of all this craziness, and I'm trying to picture what the world's gonna be like, where I want to be positioned for that. I feel like I'm positioned well for what's coming next. Now it's time to be early on what's coming after that. If there's any opportunity with any base metals companies, infrastructure companies, I want in on that. I want in on uranium producers. These are just a few things that I'm looking into. I do like copper producers. I am a stacker, but I'm not gonna have a 90% of what I'm paying would go to the premium fest to buy copper. Like copper bars, copper rounds. Just won't have space for all of that. I like to get paid for my investments. I do see a few good companies that do produce a decent amount of copper. They're slightly overvalued right now, but I'm watching them. I'm watching them pretty closely. I do feel like there will be some opportunity there, and I'm going to be ready to take advantage. I'm going to be same thing with copper, same thing with a lot of base metals, the same thing with any kind of infrastructure company, mainly the people that make equipment to build infrastructure. There's going to be a boom. Everyone's talking about it. That's the first thing every politician thinks of in a recovery period. They want to get something to show for the money that they're spending. At least they'll have a road, a train that'll go across the country. They want something to show for it. Maybe it could be a pipeline, who knows? But they tend to look to infrastructure. If a lot of that infrastructure goes to basically all this climate change stuff, like if we go climate change, infrastructure, all that kind of stuff, that could be bullish for things like, for other precious metals that clean the air, such as platinum, things like that. It could be great for silver, as we all know. But these are things to kind of be thinking about too, what's going to come next. With all this big climate push and everything, I just think that there's going to be some kind of tie to climate change on any dollars given out coming up here, especially in the States. I think that's going to start to be a real push globally. If you get any kind of bailout, there's going to need to be some kind of repercussions with how you treat the planet and everything like that. So I want to be positioned for that economically. I'm really looking forward to the other side. They're talking about green energy everywhere. Uranium, that's where it's going to come from. There isn't much in many places of the planet. That's the only feasible way. So that's what will happen. We're going to see a boom. We're going to see a big demand increase there. I really do believe. Just my thoughts, just my opinions. That's kind of what I'm thinking now and where I'm looking to next. Hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, stay tuned for the 500 subscriber giveaway. There is a few fun pieces in there, and I'm sure you guys would enjoy every single one of them. They're trying to keep it to the Canadian stuff for this, as it's a Canadian channel. But yeah, I'm sure you guys would enjoy. So yeah, please like, share, subscribe. comment down below on what you guys are thinking. What you guys think about what I just said. What my plan is, where I'm looking to next. How I like to use silver. Gold is some dry powder. Gold is really the money, but if silver's up in price, I'm going to cut down on the speculation first, especially when the asset's risen. That's just kind of what I'm thinking. I don't really view silver as money as most people. That is not the way the world really works right now, in my personal opinion. Things could easily change. Things change way faster than anyone thought too. If it turns out to be money, I'm all for that. But to me, gold is the money. Silver's more of a speculative asset. That's just how I view it. And if silver's up, I cut down on the speculation. Just my thoughts. And don't think that I think silver is way up right now, because I don't. That's not exactly what I'm saying. But yeah, please comment down below. Let me know all your thoughts and opinions. Stay positive. See you next time. Thanks. Bye.